The best way to earn passive income in 2026 is, without a doubt, creating content on YouTube. It's incredible how much AI has simplified the content creation process. Right now, there are tons of channels that have experienced explosive growth in a very short time and generated impressive income, all thanks to AI tools. The idea I want to share with you today is one that will never lose its popularity on YouTube, always gets views, and is considered evergreen content: horror stories. There are plenty of successful examples in this niche, like Mr. Nightmare, which has over 6 million subscribers and videos with more than 200,000 views, or Mr. Skeleton, which in a short period gained over 30,000 subscribers and has videos exceeding 200,000 views. These numbers clearly show that this niche has a strong following, huge growth potential, and plenty of chances for your content to be seen whenever you dive in. In this video, we're going to create a professional horror video in the simplest way possible, using only AI tools, and I'll walk you through every trick, technique, and tip step by step, so stick around until the end. But before we dive into the tutorial, let's check out a quick demo of the video we're going to make.
The FBI file was only 6 pages long, yet every agent who read it resigned from the case before reaching the final paragraph. It began with a murder so brutal the forensics team refused to sleep alone afterward, and ended with a photograph that shouldn't exist. The victim died in a locked room, no entry point, no exit point, no forced access. Yet fingerprints belonging to a man who had died 3 years earlier were found pressed into the blood on the walls.
Finding ideas. The first step to succeeding in the horror story niche is to explore ideas that few people have touched. Don't limit yourself to recycled stories or overused topics. Instead, focus on a specific branch. For example, you could dive into terrifying experiences tourists have had, real-life paranormal encounters, or mysterious unsolved police cases. Each of these categories can give you thousands of engaging content ideas. But I've made this step even easier for you. Just open the Google Doc linked in the video description, copy the title prompt from that section, paste it into ChatGPT, and hit enter. ChatGPT will instantly give you 5 ideas across 5 different categories, all with viral potential. If you need more ideas, just ask it to generate a new list and it'll give you fresh suggestions right away. These ideas are a mix of real events and GPT's creative imagination. Using this method, you'll always have an endless bank of fresh, spine-chilling content ideas at your fingertips. Now that we've found our ideas, it's time to start writing the script. To begin, open the Google Doc and copy the script prompt from that section, then paste it into GPT. At the beginning of the prompt, there's a designated spot where you should insert your chosen title or topic. This ensures the script is generated precisely around that subject. For example, I pick idea number 2 from the police cases category and paste it into the specified section. Then hit enter. GPT immediately starts processing the prompt and you'll be given a choice. You can either receive a full story or a summarized version. I select the full story because I want all the details professionally written. Right away, the model begins generating an engaging, polished story. If the text generation pauses, simply type "get next part" to continue exactly from where it stopped. This way you have full control over continuing or ending the story. Whenever you need a new story, just type "story 2" and the model will generate a fresh script for you. Using this method, you can produce as many stories as you need, and I highly recommend adding your own creativity, style, and voice to the script to make the final result more captivating and unique. Creating the voiceover. Next, we need to add voiceover to our story. If possible, I always recommend reading the script yourself. Your natural voice adds emotion and helps the audience connect with the video. But if that's not an option, you can use AI for the voiceover. To do this, go to Google, search for DubDub AI, and open the website. Once there, log in via the Sign Up section using your Google or Facebook account. Then click on the AI voiceover option to enter the voice creation section. Here you can listen to different voice options and pick the one that fits the mood of your story. You can also use the scary content option to hear voices tailored for horror stories. For example, I choose the voice Jason Hollow because its tone perfectly matches this niche. Next, I go back to GPT, copy the part of the script I want to use, just a section to keep the video concise, and paste it into DubDub AI, then click Generate. In a few moments, the voice is ready, and you can easily export it in WAV or MP3 format. And that's it, super simple. Creating images. The next step is to create visuals that bring the mood and atmosphere of your story to life. Start by opening your doc file and copying the image prompt section. Then paste it into GPT and hit enter. GPT will ask which story you want the image prompts for. So first enter the story number and title, then press enter again. Immediately, GPT will start generating prompts, producing around 20 professional image commands related to your story. If you need more, simply ask GPT to continue and it will create a new list. Once the prompts are ready, it's time to generate the images. Go to Google, search for PicLumen, open the site, click Generate for free, and then hit Create to enter the image creation interface. Next, return to GPT, copy the prompt, paste it into PicLumen, set the size to YouTube dimensions, and click Generate. In a few moments, high-quality professional images will be created that perfectly match the tone and setting of your story. Repeat this copy and paste process for each section of your story to build a complete image archive. I also recommend experimenting with different styles: classic, dark, 3D, or even cartoonish. Each style you choose can enhance the visual identity of your story and make the final video even more engaging. Now we've reached the final stage of this tutorial, but before diving into video editing, it's a good idea to create an eye-catching thumbnail for your content. Start by opening your doc file, copy the thumbnail prompt section, paste it into GPT, and hit enter. GPT will instantly generate 3 professional thumbnail prompts tailored to your video's topic and style. I pick one, open Leonardo AI, paste the prompt, and click Generate. Within moments, cinematic, high-quality thumbnails are created, ready for your text and use. Now let's move on to editing the video. I use the desktop version of CapCut. Open the program, click Create Project, and import all your images and audio files. First, drag the audio file onto the timeline. If your audio has long pauses, remove them to keep the narration smooth. But in my example, there weren't any long silences. Next, add the images. You have 2 options. Either use a single static image for the whole video, or place multiple images that match your story along the timeline. I recommend using a variety of images, as it makes the video more engaging and natural. Once the audio and visuals are synced, it's time to add effects to give the video a professional vibe. I start with Black Flash 2 to create a subtle, spooky atmosphere, adjusting the settings in the basic section for controlled impact. Then I apply Dark Night and tweak it to match the video style. Finally, I use Noise 2 to give the visuals a more classic horror documentary feel. Next, add transitions to make scene changes smooth and natural. I use Mix and Black Fade, which work best for storytelling videos. Then create subtitles. Go to the text section, click Auto Caption, and hit Generate. It takes a little time, but once complete, carefully check for typos or errors. You can also apply a suitable style from the template section. I chose one that complements the video's tone. Now for background music. Open YouTube Audio Library, search for Scary, set the genre to cinematic and the mood to dark to find tracks that fit the horror vibe. Listen and download the ones that suit your video. I picked Black Mass. Import the music into CapCut, trim any extra parts, and lower the volume slightly so it doesn't overpower the narration. And that's it. Now you can export your video at the highest quality. Using this workflow, you can create daily videos. Just remember to combine your own creativity with AI tools to make your content unique and professional. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your feedback in the comments. I'll see you soon with a new video and a fresh niche.
The FBI file was only 6 pages long, yet every agent who read it resigned from the case before reaching the final paragraph. It began with a murder so brutal the forensics team refused to sleep alone afterward, and ended with a photograph that shouldn't exist. The victim died in a locked room, no entry point, no exit point, no forced access. Yet fingerprints belonging to a man who had died 3 years earlier were found pressed into the blood on the walls. The file originated from a crime scene in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, a quiet tourist town hugging misted woods and the slow-moving Potomac River. On September 14, 2009, local law enforcement responded to a call placed by a terrified neighbor, claiming she had heard a man screaming like someone was peeling his soul off. The victim was Elliot Grant, age 39, an accountant, quiet, divorced, lived alone. He was not known for drama or trouble. Police found him in the upstairs bedroom of his 3-story home, but the word "found" doesn't quite describe it. His body sat in a blood-soaked chair, positioned perfectly straight, eyes wide open, jaw slack, facing a window that looked out into the tree line. The forensics report later stated that no external wounds were visible, no knife marks, no gunshot holes, no signs of strangulation. Yet every organ inside him had collapsed as if crushed by extreme pressure. His heart was liquefied. The murder weapon did not exist. The only physical evidence was a series of bloody handprints smeared on the walls and floor, circling the victim in a perfect ring.